You just use whatever you got, okay? Let's go from nachos to oysters because we're celebrating National Oyster Day with a recipe for oyster granita, and we are here live with the sous chef at Ocean Prime in Larimer Square, Brad O'Brien. Good to see you.
Yeah, nice to be here.
You're pretty spread here today. So
Thank you.
first and foremost, we need to learn how to shuck the oyster.
Oyster shucking, it's pretty basic, so we're gonna grab our
You do
oysters.
this for us at Ocean Prime.
Yes,
but
we do. We shuck to order, so I'm gonna grab you an oyster here, right there.
You gotta tell me what to do.
I'm
I
gonna
have
grab
no
one.
idea.
All right, so it's gonna be pretty simple. We're gonna get the hinge right here.
Okay.
And as we get into that hinge, we're just gonna give it a little pop, and we kind of slide our oyster knife underneath it.
Okay.
The top comes off. There's our oyster.
And that's it?
That's pretty much it. There is a muscle underneath, but
So
it
you
looks
loosen
like
it up a
ours
little
are
bit?
a little detached already. Yep, beautiful.
Okay.
And then to move into our Oyster Granita, which is our feature that we're running. It's a Friday feature, but we are running it today.
What is oyster granita? Drew's here to do some tasting.
Yes. Oh yeah,
Okay.
absolutely. So our granita here is actually, these are grapes. We add a little simple syrup and then we freeze it. We lightly douse the oysters in these.
That looks good.
We also have a verjus mignonette on each of these oysters.
What is that?
So verjus is actually the unripened grape juice. So there's no alcohol in this at all. But it adds a nice sweetness compared to wine.
How do you like that?
Delicious. You can really taste the grape.
Yeah. Do most people, Brad, are they going for the classic without anything on it, or do they like something like oyster granita?
I think the classic is definitely the most preferred. We do have two different kinds of oysters here. We have a West Coast and an East Coast oyster.
How can you tell the difference?
So on the West Coast, there's much more rigid edges on them, plumper meat, and it also has less salinity than typical East Coast oysters.
Here are the differences, guys. So West Coast versus East Coast?
Yep, exactly.
Wow, big difference there. Yeah. Do you taste the difference too?
Yeah, absolutely. So the finish is a big part, and also the salinity. So the salinity of an East Coast oyster.
You gonna do both?
Give it a shot, yeah.
Okay. Okay. As Drew does that, I know you have a couple of other things
Absolutely.
going on.
So the Strasbourg promotion. We're doing bottles of rosé, half off on Fridays.
Okay.
Like I said, we're also going to do that today for National Oyster Day. And then we are offering the granita at half price on Fridays and today as well.
Okay, you got a little rosé.
Yeah.
It's early, but hey, we'll do this while Drew eats oysters.
Cheers.
All right. Happy National Oyster Day, everybody. We'll be right back.